just go.
I'm just gonna hit
Or
record
just
from
use,
here on.
or use the Twitch podcast later on.
Yeah, but
Not
you get
podcast, the one.
the quality of it's not so good. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot's been happening at the moment, man. So obviously we have EPTU going on, with contested zones being hotly contested subject. We've also got the debacle with what happened with the best in show skins. They're getting reclaimed and then they're getting reissued. I don't even know if that's happened yet. And then, as per the leak, the executive hanger F8 and the skin has been given to some people accidentally. I think it's like replaced their executive F8. Didn't happen to me, but we move. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff's happened.
No, fair. Well, '07 to Spectre in chat. How you doing? But yeah, as you said, I've been avoiding the 4.0 stuff. Not avoiding, I was down with the flu the other week and stuff like that. And then I've been trying to catch up with the Save Stanton missions because I'm like so far behind with it all now. I haven't had time. I've been looking at the patch notes for the EPTU, and I've seen it's got to wave 2.
Just wave 4.
I'm not. Is it wave 4?
Wave 4. It went wave 4 last night.
I've not heard good things though. Like I've heard it's just been just a hot pile of like desync and.
It's data.
Like,
they require the data. So there has
but
been.
Surely they can get the data from like wave 1.
No, it's more like more in depth data. But unfortunately, people have been like dropping out of their hangars or something. So that's been a bit weird. They have implemented on one shard that when you boot into that shard, you go directly to your hangar when you initially boot in. So you don't have to go through the metro system or anything like that. You go straight to the point and get straight in the with the gameplay. So that could be a nice dynamic.
I would love to see just, do you know when you spawn in your hab, and you go to that first elevator, it just takes you straight to your hangar. Like, I know it doesn't make sense in some places like New Babish, where you have to get the train to go over to like the station, but like the space stations, they have magical elevators that just clip for everything. So why can't it just like clip past the ASOP terminal straight to your personal hangar? I kind of wish that happened. Or give us habs in the hangars. Give us hangar modules. Yeah.
Been thinking a lot recently about like, we were talking about the Sulan. How I'd like to have the Sulan as almost like a not a porta cabin, but like a, like the Hollywood stars have got their trailer out the back. The Sulan would be quite a nice place for something like that. But there's not enough space in the corner. Sometimes it overhangs and it causes issues. But if they were to open up one, maybe even 2 corners, so you've got somewhere you can set like a nice little crew area, or you can get your Sulan in to be able to use that as a little base. That should not be the stream title.
Alright.
It is still the stream title. It shouldn't be the case. I did update it beforehand. Right.
Yeah, I've done it. Hopefully that changes it.
It's taken the go live notification, but it's kept the title. Weird. Twitch.
Yeah, I've changed it now. I don't know why. Like, I mean, I do know why. It's the persistence like stuff, but why can't we just bedlog in our own hangars? I think that would be quite a nice addition. Just being able to like bedlog in our own like persistent hangars only. But yeah, I don't know. A lot of changes. I'm very excited to see that hangar modules, but there's been no speak of them. Maybe they shadow like drop it in like 4.x patch, but I think that's still a while away, annoyingly. But I talked to about contested zones anyway. I've not played around with them. Like, what is it? I've not even seen anything on them.
You don't want spoilers, do you? So I don't want to give you spoilers.
Spoilers are fine. They've opened up Eva Carty servers for everyone to play with. There's no hiding from like spoilers now. There's stuff they should have kept hidden, in my opinion, but it's open to everyone now. So yeah, just give me a quick run through on what like contested zones are, because I heard someone said it was at like Ruin Station or something.
So it's at all of the stations that in Pyro that have an area, and that area is contested, hence contested zones. But basically, you go into there, you've got to hold down a room for a period of up to 40 minutes before you can print a key card, which takes about 10 seconds. Then you've got to transport that key card to the treasure room. So you could, in essence, set up an ambush, let other teams do the work, and then ambush them as they come out through that funneled point. I don't want to give too many people ideas, but you know about how the land is, and people have to come through that area. Yeah, you're getting a lot of people to hold down that complete area to be able to transit that key safely to the treasure room, access the treasure room, and then you can get another key in there, but you can open doors. Then there's a hangar cargo lift, so you can store your stuff at the station that you put out of the treasure room. That looks tasty.
No, interesting. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Galaxy Ripple.
The winner.
That's my Chinese chaser. But yeah, so it sounds like a little dungeon, like a little mini dungeon in the station. Okay, sounds pretty cool. And I like the idea of for lack of a better word, ratting in the corner and waiting for someone else to do all the work, and then pow, snipe him in the side of the head with was it a scalpel? Oh, what's a sniper called?
Yeah, scalpel is one of them.
Yeah, just beam him in the side of the head, take my key card, and claim my possessions, I suppose.
I can see it being an area that you would really enjoy going to. The performance has been really bad because it's EPTU. I'm interested to jump in tonight because it's been a couple of days to see how it fares tonight. Now that it's gone to wave 4, see if there's any sort of actual gameplay progression in regards to like bug fixing and stuff.
We were able only going to wait for if the server stability increased, so surely it must have got better for them to wait for it.
Must have. I mean, it's worked for some people, not for others. For me, I drew the card out of the machine, but couldn't put it in my. As soon as I put it in my personal inventory, gone. I was like, great.
Oh.
Then there was this duel with this guy. He couldn't kill me. I couldn't kill him. But we could stun each other, and it became monotonous because the guy would not leave me alone.
No,
it's like, bro, just back off, man.
Yeah, it's when you need a railgun, and it's just like sod everything in that general direction. And just railgun them.
Bye. I'm gonna delete you to menus. And then we waited for another key to pop out. Use that key on the doors, and it would. Like we were having the issue with the fuse the other day, so we couldn't put the fuse in the door, and there was like an animation, but nothing would actually happen. We had that, but with the key card, so we didn't manage to get anywhere.
So you said it took 40 minutes to get another key card afterwards.
That's the timer.
So effectively, you spent what, an hour and a half, and really achieved nothing, and the contestants.
We tested.
Well, yeah, it's a bit annoying. Well, hopefully they fix that out pretty quick because everyone's still got hopium for a 2024 release.
I wanted to talk to you about this. So you set a date of 3 months, which has also been floated out there as well.
Oh yeah, I said that like 6 months ago as well. I might add, like I said, I've coined a March release on 4.0 very long time ago, and day by day it gets more and more likely, in my opinion.
I think CR just wants to prove you wrong, bro.
I think they're just going to rush it out. I think they're just going to just go, yeah, here's 318. Deal with it.
There's going to be a hell of a hot patch when they come back from Christmas leave.
Oh, I should hope so.
But if they do it now, then it'll be hot patch. Just get the data. Boom, 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 boom. They come back.
Yeah, but that means the servers are going to be a fucking pile of crap for like 2-3 weeks.
I've got family here, so I don't mind.
Well, yeah, I'm not playing at all, so.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Well, actually, I've got a lot of time working, so I could play, I suppose. But yeah, no, it'd be I want it to be a 2024 release, but I'm concerned it's going to be a end of Q1 release, and I have been for ages because we've not done the whole. It's gone to EPTU, they've pulled it, they've re-uploaded it again, they've pulled it. Like we ain't got to that stage yet, which is going to take another like month or two. And realistically, anyone you speak to, I don't think I've actually spoke to anyone that's turned around and gone, you know what, I played for like a whole session last night, and it was good. everyone's enjoying like 4.0 and contested zones, but everyone's got a whole host of issues. So yeah, I think it should be. The community doesn't want 318 again, regardless of
We
whether
don't.
you said it was going to be as much as you said it was going to be a 2024 release. You said that fucking Squadron 42 was going to be like a whatever fucking year release it was going to be, and that got delayed and delayed and delayed, and now it's like even later. So I'd rather them wait. I would actually rather them go to a March release. Prove me right, but also just give it time to bake, you know?
Yeah. I got to say, the weirdest conspiracy I heard today was that Squadron 42 had been delayed by several years just so that it would line up with a Star Citizen 1.0 release.
I don't see that.
It doesn't make
because
sense.
the only thing they promised upon Squadron release was, correct me if I'm wrong, but F8 and then Idris was a blocker for, well, not a blocker, but Idris was going to be released after Squadrons.
Mm.
And the Idris and F8 have been complete for a while. I say complete. We've seen the Idris, and we've seen like what 3 versions of the Idris, like on the interior. They've got complete different interiors with like different like stands and like random boxes. You know, the Xeno threat was different to the it's different to like the Miles Eckhart one, the standard interior, and then there's the Safe Standard one. I think is different as well.
Yeah,
I think that's different to Xeno threat also. So yeah, it's everything. I think that's like coined to be released after Squadrons is almost already out. I think we saw with the Squadrons video, the playthrough, it's still got a whole host of issues, a load of bugs, and we saw like, I don't know if you've watched, do you know the playthrough that they did? That they released on YouTube, not the one during sitcom, but the one they did the next day, and they released it on YouTube.
I haven't actually.
So that's still plagued with like quite a few issues, a lot of graphical glitches and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And frame rate is like just tanking most of the way through it. So,
that's something they can look to sort out between now and what 27? Is that or 26?
26.
26. Okay.
Yeah, but that's why I think it's been delayed. I think they've done the whole thing. They need to polish it, but they're just having troubles like polishing, I think. Yeah.
Now, start of Luminalia today.
Yes.
There's a lot of
I saw it as well.
laughing because it's a Spectrum badge. It's like, hey, this is a Spectrum badge you're never going to use. However, you and I are getting our wish for Christmas this year. And that's because we asked for something a little while ago. And
it's almost what we asked for. It's very close.
It is, but day 9, Luminalia, we are getting. Hopefully, you can't hear my wife screaming in the background. Kids going mental.
Yeah.
As you can see from the bottom image, that is essentially the Xeno Threat Gladius skin, or close enough, just without the iconography. So I don't know about you, but I'm settled with that. My Luminalia is complete.
Yeah, the only like caveat to that is I'm a Drake fan, right? There is a Cutlass version of that paint also.
There is, maybe next year.
Yep. Where no, I don't want to wait till next year.
You give now.
Yep. You give now. You give paint. You give skin. How nice would it be though if we had that like non-Xenothreat branded rendition of that paint, just like account attributed?
Yeah.
For being the people that captured every variant of that shit.
It would have been really cool.
That'd be quite nice.
I mean,
that would be really nice.
Yeah. So obviously, the Xenothreat prize was the ability to upgrade the F7C to the F7A, which is great. Might be a bit of a spoiler. We're not really sure how this fits in, but essentially, this is going to be what you win at the end of the contested zones. Do you want to see it? I feel like this is the BBC News where, like, if you don't see the football scores, look away now.
Oh, is this the one that was in the Leaks channel?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it is, I've seen it.
Yes, it is. Okay, well, there's a couple more images from people in our org from Synchronous. So here we go.
Your org. Oh, that's quite nice.
It is, isn't it?
Was it like a cam? Has it got like gold trails down the back?
Yeah, so it's a digicam with a slight flash of red on the wing, and then yeah, gold or yellowy gold on the aero. Is it the aerofoils at the back, whatever it's called?
Yeah.
I need the pilot in there to tell me what that part would be called.
Yeah, the pointy bits.
It's
That's
really,
that's
it's really
that's
accentuating that
aeronautical
image as
terms, by
well.
the way. Genuine aeronautical terms. The pointy bits.
The pointy bits.
Yeah, yeah.
And then what
Alex,
it looks like in the
do you know
hangar.
what that looks like though? It looks like the paint's accidentally overlapped with the exec paint, and it's got like the gold bit on the exec paint. It's like just there. They've made the skin, but it's not covered it properly.
Could you imagine? Could you honestly imagine if it was just a graphical glitch that just happened to be, there was a mistake. It's picked out a different skin, but like it does sometimes in the vehicle viewer, it takes the skin and mixes it with the previous skin, but never comes out on the actual ship itself. But so, if this is what we get, I'm happy. However, not account bound.
No, I'm assuming it's like hanger bound, like in-game hanger bound.
Well, see, here's the thing. So, I know you believe that the F7A from Zenith Threat will be given again. I personally don't see that being a thing. But also, if you don't make it an account bound prize, then obviously you keep people going back to it. So if they lose it, or there's more wipes before 1.0, then you lose that skin, or you lose access. So you've got to go back and do it again. Could this be?
It adds playability though. I don't mind that.
Yeah. Is this going to add replayability to elements of the game?
Hopefully, like I would love to see. Like, imagine they did. Obviously, they got the. Is that for the contested zones?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine if they did that for every career loop, right? You maxed out like rep in cargo, and it gave you a random cargo ship skin. It's just the skin, right? It's not like the actual ship they're giving you.
Yeah, you mean like, reputation based.
Yeah, like a RuneScape cape. Right, as soon as you hit like 99 mining, you get like a mining cape. I think they should recognise completing career loops, or like completing the max level on the career loop, but then also completing like X amount of stuff after that, like secret missions or something.
I still want this.
Oh, is that the
This is the Microtech Valkyrie.
Oh yeah, it is. I was about to say, is that the Biz one, but it's not. It's got the Microtech logo on it.
This is from Microtech, so I'm still looking forward to stuff like that. But then, what happens if you get? What happens if you have, say, for instance, you've got the Civilian Defence Force, you've got the CDF armor for doing the right stuff, and then you've got the Pirate Zenith Threat sort of criminal realm for doing bad, but you can't have both. That could be interesting. Some players.
That would be interesting, yeah. I can imagine people complaining about that though. People
complain,
right?
but you can't go and be a copper in real life and be in prison at the same time. So pick your career. You know what I mean? Maybe I get, but like maybe a poor, maybe be an ex-cop. But you can't wear the uniform and then also wear your stuff at the same time, can you? So pick a loop.
I'd love to see that if people could do that though, and then they become immediately KOS. Like if they like align themselves with Xenothreat, and then just became like KOS to like CDF. So as soon as you ever saw that, or create like factional fights.
It would do with that. If you're like so hell bent on being a criminal, and you see that CDF skin, well, you know someone's gone out of their way to maintain good reputation. You're gonna go. I'm gonna take them on. Come at me, bro.
But then there are people complaining, saying, "Oh, add difficulty sliders and all that sort of stuff." Like, I want a PvP toggle so they can turn off PvP because they want to be a pirate but not be a pirate. I don't know. Yeah. It's an interesting move though, having that account bound paint. I have seen there is a different variant of the account bound paint as well.
So maybe it's just a graphical glitch. Just happens to be happening for a lot of people.
Not a different variant of that paint. a different one. I want to see if I can. I'll tell you what. We'll think of something, continue on something, and I'm going to quickly pull it up.
Okay, so
yeah,
we've got contested zones, missions from them. Then, so the first one was to protect. In fact, this is key for you because you've been quite ill recently. So welcome back to the verse after your bout of sickness. We were on phase 1 last night, helping you, and we kept losing the ship that we were supposed to be defending. I mean, desync has been hitting an all-time low recently, hasn't it?
Yes.
But the ships were just flying into that ship. So we were doing our best. I'm doing my best, honey. I'm trying. We were doing our best, but we were still failing the missions. So we've still got those to complete today. I can't remember what the other ones are. So obviously phase 3 is the Idris and phase 4 is the resupply.
Yes.
Phase 2.
Phase 2
FPS,
is the
FPS.
Yes. And then phase 1 was obviously the missions we were doing. And
I can't remember what you have to do for the FPS missions now.
I don't know. I mean, I obviously ain't got that far.
We'll find out later.
I've just linked you a tiny little spoiler in the Discord VC chat for the new paint. We don't have. I don't have a good picture of it, so I'm just giving you the ship entry name.
You want to show this up?
Yeah, you can show it.
I mean, let me zoom
because
into
you
this.
know me. You know me. I have the hypes. So.
Cutlass Black PYAM exec.
But that is, as Spectre just said, the same name for the F8.
Yeah.
It's an F8 exec, so yeah, interesting. I've actually just noticed with the green screen, my Yoda's wand has gone see-through.
Oh, my microphone does.
I say wand.
He's
wand. Yoda's
lightsaber,
Yoda's lipsticks. No, his lipsticks gone see-through.
Gosh.
So yeah.
Cutlass Black. I haven't seen that before.
That was a stream that I'm not going to name because I don't like him.
Okay, fair enough.
But yeah, that's why I cropped the name out at the end.
Say no more. That's the first instance I've heard of that. So it might be then that you just luck of the draw.
I think so. I think it's a randomized win, or the F8 isn't for those contested zones. It's for like other missions. And the Cutlass Black is, because that was upon completion of contested zones. That wasn't a bug. That was actually attributed to said streamer.
It's always the streamers.
It's always the streamers. It's because they spawned on a CRG like server. They got a good run. But yeah.
We need a hookup. I just want to play the game on a decent server. That'd be brilliant. But hey ho. Oh, you're gonna make me jealous now.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to play.
But Drake ship, like getting a skin, and it's a Drake ship that's got so many skins as well. Like, but
I mean, is it rivaling the Cutter or the Vulture?
Probably. I would say yeah. You know, because it's got best in show. It's got like a 5 paint pack on the store or something like that. It's got Foundation Festival. It's got loads. And there's and the Destiny skin that isn't in the game yet. It's got quite a lot of paints. But yeah, so I think this is a way for people to get into the game with a really doo-doo pledge or with no pledge. Complete some FPS missions. Bear in mind, you can do this on one of the pyro stations. You don't have to have a ship to get there. You can literally spawn at a station and do the mission, right?
Yes. Yeah, so you're really fast into the action.
Get a ship. Yeah. So, and you can complete the missions, get a ship. So 0 to hero is going to get quite nice.
But the other thing that's been happening is people would die in these contested zones, and their armor equipment goes straight back into inventory at that station. I'm not sure if that's a bug or if that's meant to happen.
Well, it's not really like
a convenient
realistic
bug.
Yeah, I think it's more so for playability, so people can just test it.
Hmm.
But I'd imagine it. No,
Okay.
it's intentional. Hopefully, it
So-
isn't, because I want it to be like a Tarkov game mode.
Yeah.
You go in, you die, or you. I might not want this like tested zone. I might have all the rewards ready. I'm just gonna go in there and loot goblin everyone's armor sets and everyone's guns and stuff.
Well, this is the thing. So when people die, they despawn. If you're in caps, you will stay remain in server. So the toss up is this person going to come and res me, or are they going to rob me?
Yeah.
Just remember, it'll be a case of just dropping the undersuit onto the floor and just poof, everything.
Yeah, it's almost quicker to just backspace and run it again and get your armor back rather than losing it.
Yeah. So if it's intentional, you die in that area, then cool. Yeah, backspace. Keep your stuff. Go back in.
That's a bit annoying, but I'm assuming it's for testing. I'll have ambition that it's not. We're going to get like a looter shooter game mode, looter shooter dungeon. Quite nice. And the PvE players can't complain. Don't do it if you don't want to get your stuff robbed. So you're not forced to do it, are you? So
No.
I think, yeah. Oh, sick. Give us a Tarkov game mode.
It was quite interesting. Jumping in with the lads. I mean, here's us holding down one of the doorways. So it was like people ingress through here, and then this is the first room with the chip creator machine. But also around there is like very bespoke weapons with like different either skins or like attachments on them already. So if you're going in with a very vanilla weapon, you manage to make it this far, then cool, swap out your stuff, take some stuff back with you. It's looting at the end of the day, isn't it? Yeah. Really interesting.
I'd love to see some of the rare like subscriber items, or like the rare like helmets. You know, the Morozov Crusader heavy helmet, or like the Butcher Xenothreat helmet. They'd have to loot that sort of stuff in there. I think it would be quite nice.
That really would be.
Give you another reason to play it rather than trying to just complete the contested zone. Turn it into like a looter shooter extractor type sort of thing.
So I think this is myself and Apples the other night in there.
Stacked up.
No, we're just looking at these rare weapons, but this was just a little bit too high. We could see that it was like in the case, but we couldn't see what weapon it was. So I took a creative angle on it. But
Quite a nice picture.
so I wanted to get it in situ before he picked it up. Well, actually, he'd already picked it up. He didn't tell me, and then just despawned. So okay, bye.
Fair enough. Yeah, so yeah, as Spectre just said as well, we'd have incentive to try if you can get that F8 account bound. I don't know. I'd like to think there would be like maybe 4 like contested missions, and each one attributed like an account bound, not an account bound, a in-game hangar bound ship. And I'm gonna say quote unquote starter. I know that F8 isn't a starter, but like the Cutlass Black is, and it gave you a ship. Like,
I mean, you can start deleting people from the game with an F8. So,
but you can do it with Cutlass Black. You can do it with Fury LX if you're good enough. If you know the strats.
With an LX.
Yeah, you can do it with an LX. I've taken out Reclaimers, taken out 890s. I need to test Polaris. Can we do some science?
We can always do science, but we need to get your missions completed first.
Yeah, that's you are the ammo. Yeah, that's more important.
Talking of jumping into game, how long are we on for tonight?
I'm not working tomorrow. However, it was like 3 a.m. yesterday.
And 4 a.m. the day before for me.
Yeah.
I'm exhausted.
So,
I've already had a half-hour nap.
we can play for a little bit, and then I'm going to tell you to go to bed, and then we'll hand off to the Americans, and then I'll start playing with the Americans for a little bit. Try and get something completed.
Yeah, fair play.
But yeah, so I mean, seeing this stuff coming out is quite nice. I didn't think we were going to start seeing like the account bound, like in-game hangar bound stuff as early. But I'm glad we are. To be fair, it'd be quite nice to be able to win a couple of things, even though it gets like reset stuff like that. It'd be quite nice to get a couple of things.
Yeah, incentivizing the gameplay. I mean, we spoke about it before, didn't we? Like the ships being given as opposed to having to be bought, or there being like the controversy of, well, you got to spend this to get to that, and then you have a chance to complete these missions and get this additional reward to upgrade. Obviously, they got a lot of fire because of that. Making a specific ship that doesn't exist in a revenue stream for them would then create a data revenue for them, because people would play shit out of the game to earn that reward, especially if it was time limited. Imagine if this FA is, say, account bound, but with a serial number. So people could be like, I really want to get in fast. I want to try and get
they want to get like world's first.
But imagine how just the trauma you would get from those areas if you go in. Apart from the streamers be like, oh, come and protect me, guys.
Marketing don't like that. Like, hear me out. Marketing ain't gonna appreciate that.
Marketing does a good job as it is. Over 100 mil.
Yeah, but that 100 mil could be 101 mil if they just sell a new ship.
I mean,
so
how much? Maybe it's 3.5 was it off of the Atlas?
Yeah, a ship that everyone said was a money grab and complained about. Yeah, they still made millions on it.
I wouldn't call it a ship, but yeah.
Well, okay, an asset then. I mean, I bought 4, so.
A mega. I mean, I picked up with store credit, so I got like 6 months or 10 years or whatever it is. But yeah, if you say marketing don't like it, but it lends to the game. At the end of the day, what they need is the data to make the game better, to make better decisions, to see where players go, what they do with their time, to best optimize the assets that are in use. So this makes sense, at least to me. It makes sense to get players into the game, really sort of test those areas, because if you say this is account bound for a limited period of time, it only spawns once every hour or every 40 minutes, go at it.
Yeah,
they're going to be busy, like really busy. There's going to be a lot of data in those areas to capture.
Yeah, I think that'd be a really good like part of it. But they marketing could spin it, you know, like people do this mission and then they can get their serialized like ship and stuff like that. And I think if people turn around and went, oh, and they've never tried, for example, Spectre has never tried the FA, and he gets like an account bound FA serialized like 0069, and then he uses it and he's like, you know what, this ship is sick, and then pledges for one. I think like marketing would still profit from it a bit,
maybe, but then people will still just go and buy it and go, oh, I can't be able to doing this, or I've struggled to do this. I'll stop playing that mode and I'll go buy it. Then the company misses out on the data, which they require.
Okay, then what about if they made like an F8X?
This is the thing. So if you made a completely different ship that has never been in the store, so like discount the F8C, the F8X, or the F7X, which is beautiful, freaking beautiful with the dual engine at the back.
Yeah.
And you're like, limited time, go at it. Dude, I would be pulling sickies. I don't think I would be the only one.
Yeah.
But then it's a case of...
Be self-certifying, me and you. We've got 48 hours of time off, so yeah.
No sleep. Just no life it for a couple of days. But you go in as an orc and you get to the point, you go, cool, I've got the key card. Sick. And then you get knifed in the back by someone else in your org, like, nah, it's mine now. No! What are you doing?
No, I'm not saying nothing. No, it wouldn't be me. 100% not me.
No.
Definitely not.
No.
No, definitely not.
But it would be kind of cool if, like, for us, it would be kind of cool if the org comes into the area, like, we just hold down the area, because you need to take the area where the chip is created, you need to take the area between that room and the treasury, you need to take the treasury. Like, you've got a lot of people in that area, and if you just stayed there, saturated the area for 24 hours, either people are joining your org to come and get on the waiting list of getting one of these chips to get the ship, or they're really going to be throwing themselves at you to try and kick you off the point.
I think they should increase the time.
No, 40
No.
minutes is fine. 40 minutes is fine, honestly.
Yeah, but if you're saying like we could hold it down.
We had
Like-
one player ahead of us, which got
Yeah.
taken out. To be fair, he had
But,
the
like-
drop on us.
But the community will cry because they'll be like, oh, you've made org-based gameplay and the single man can't do it themselves, or the single person. Sorry, don't get offended. And people like wouldn't be able to. The community would like be in complete up in arms about it. But
Let them.
yeah, I think yeah. You know what? Fuck it. Give ship.
Let them. Let the
Randomize it.
infighting
Completely
ensue.
randomize the shit as well.
Let
Don't
the
just give
chaos-
like FAX and F7Xs. Give like a Prospector X or something, or like a Vulture X,
Hmm.
an executive version. They all share the same paint. They all have a tiny little tweak or something. All come with R doors, like factory fitted or something like that. I think that would be really cool.
What if your prediction about them redoing the F7A or revisiting the F7A with Xenothreat does actually re-emerge, but for those that already have the F7A, can unlock the upgrade to the F7X, but you have to have the F7A to do it. So if you didn't do it before, you get the F7A for doing it this year, and you penciled yourself in for the following year to get the F7X upgrade.
Oh, the people that sold them on the grey market will be crying. They would be crying.
Yeah, but I'd be going to buy another one just so I could have both.
Yeah.
Oh,
But then marketing could spin that. They could effectively sell, like say, if you've got the F7C again, then like you can get another upgrade token and do it all again and do it year after year. You could build like a library of F7s, F7As maybe, or variants of.
I think they do a lot of things. So, like, look at it from a media marketing standpoint. I see a lot of different. It's almost erratic sometimes, but there's a lot of furrowing around to try and find what works best for the community and for the event, because the events are different. They hit different demographics. Yeah, there's a lot of different things going on. So it's hard to pick apart their marketing, because they do really good jobs on some things and then just obviously mistakes on the others, such as the pirate cargo crates. There was no need for them to be in such an expensive package where it was like naff insurance. I don't see them on the grey market. No one's got them. No one was interested in.
Yeah,
but
I think they've been sowing the seed though.
Spectre, can you deal with that, please?
Yeah, I think they're sowing
man.
the seed for something else. Like they're going to release those crates. Maybe there's an executive reward. That could be, they throw it as an exec reward in contested zones. I know people.
That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. People complain. Cool. Let them complain. No one's got the boxes. Yeah. No one owns them. But they probably marketing come out and be like, let me just look through the figures. Actually, we find 2,400 people who own that package, and of those, 2,400 people have got them in buybacks. Like, cool.
Yeah.
In fact, no, that was one of the biggest issues. It was if I remember rightly, it was a package that came with like 6 months insurance that was war bond only.
Yeah.
I probably would have actually got a store credit version just for the boxes, because I'm crazy.
That's the problem. That's why marketing didn't give a store credit version.
That's not a problem though. That would have been a smart move from marketing, because you would be locking people. Like people that got 650 just sat there. How many people do you see come on the grey market? Go, oh yeah, I'm selling $3,000 or $5,000 worth of store credit at 60%. Cool. Lock up $650 of that credit on these people's accounts, because the people that want those different cargo boxes. Crazy. But I if they were to get the cargo crate boxes and just change the colours and put it in the store, gone. Guarantee. People would be like, I want the blue ones for this, and I want this for that, and I want the red one for this, and I want the pirate ones for like special weapons.
Yeah, they should you know what, I'm probably giving marketing some like ideas here, but like limited sale them as well. Don't just limited sell ships, limited sell like certain like armors or like boxes or stuff like that, and let people buy them. But even then, if they do sell the boxes, but for Warbond only, people would still buy them. Like that bundle of boxes, if they put it up for 25 quid, Warbond only, I'd buy it for those boxes. There'd be people. You put them up for $10, people still complain. So
Yeah.
I'd love to see them and stack them up in the hallways of my capital ships.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the marketing department.
I wouldn't.
I really. But this is my background, isn't it? It's what I do, like
Well, yeah.
outside my trade.
Imagine the talks like, oh, how do we exploit these people to give us more money? That's all it is. That's all marketing is realistically, and it's information exploitation.
I think it's like, how do you ensure survivability? First of all, it's got to be the discussion. Like, people come up with the word predatory. Ain't no one tugging me by my ear and pulling me to the computer and going, shove my face and going, enter your card details, or we will like drown the puppies. Like, nothing like that is going on. It's just they make good products. Well,
I mean, they are effectively dragging you and forcing you to enter your card details. Like,
yeah, like
exec 600 I win.
If you really want that, then
yeah.
I really want the F8C exec, but
it's addictive though, isn't it? I think that's the issue. It's like addictive marketing. But I know I digress. I actually want to play the game.
I feel we got to a good point.
Yeah,
I think we covered everything we wanted to.
I think I've been a lot more negative than I usually am about the game.
Yes, you shall pledge your money to CR.
Yeah, I should apologise by give money.
But, okay, yeah. So before we sign off, what are you looking forward to?
What is in 4.0?
What are you looking forward to?
Server stability.
Okay.
Just in general, even if that's current patch or 4.0. I want to be able to do these Idris Save Stanton missions, whatever they are, and go up to attack cargo haulers and not have the AI plow into the cargo ship that I'm trying to fucking rescue. Yeah. Every time.
I think I'm looking forward to that. Plus, I really want to see org tools. I really want to see bounty hunting 2.0. Like, I really want to see where that's going to evolve and how much pain you can put a player who's broken the law through. Like, if you can't backspace or something, say it's completely disabled, you can log out from the game and say, oh, I'm done. Or he can come along for the ride and you can have a little VoIP conversation or whatever.
If we're going that far into the future, then I would love to see like the friends list, the orgs list, and like the KOS lists and stuff like that. The allies and enemies markers. Start seeing like green names for people that are in alliances with you and all that sort of stuff. I'd love to see that. It would add large factions into the game, large groups of players that will just zerg on someone that's just being a bit of an arsehole. It'd be quite nice.
Fair. Cool. Well, thanks for checking in, those that are here. It's a midweek, so it's usually a lot quieter, and we generally just get the traction when we put the VOD up, don't we? But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go and make sure Yoda's one's okay. It's a little bit lacking in colour, so make sure Yoda's alright. Not struggling in the back there because he looks like he's
got the.
He's got a dark saber. That's what's happening.
That's what I say. Is the dark saber, isn't it, from Mandalorian?
Yeah, he's got a dark saber. Yoda's now the king of Mandalore, or the ruler of Mandalore. So.
Brilliant. Right, okay, cool. I'm going to hit the ending here, and we will see you all soon. Ciao for now.